विनायक नमस्तुभ्यं सततं मोदकप्रिय निर्विघ्नं कुरु नो देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामः सिद्धिर्भवतु नो सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। श्रीराघवं दशरथात्मजमप्रमेयं सीतापतिं रघुकुलान्वयरत्नदीपम् आजानुबाहुमरविन्ददलायताक्षं रामं निशाचरविनाशकरं नमामि। श्रीरघुराम चारुतुलसीदलधाम शमक्षमादिशृङ्गारगुणाभिराम त्रिजगन्नुतशौर्यरमाललाम दुर्वारुकबन्धराक्षसविराम जगज्जनकल्मषार्णवोत्तारकनाम भद्रगिरिदाशरथी करुणापयोनिधि आञ्जनेयमतिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमनीयविग्रहम् पारिजाततरुमूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनं यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वमरोगता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वं च हनूमत्स्मरणात् भवेत्। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्। May 24th अद्यतनपञ्चाङ्गं विश्वावसुनाम संवत्सरे उत्तरायणे वसन्तर्तौ वैशाखमासे कृष्णपक्षे द्वादशी तिथिः till 9:50 a.m. Followed by Trayodashi running before sunrise tomorrow, so that is ending by 6:21 p.m. Followed by Chaturdashi. So tomorrow will be Chaturdashi by sunrise time. Sthiravasaraha Ashwini Nakshatram till 4:42 a.m. followed by Bharani Nakshatram. Saubhagya Yoga till 25, that is 1:37 a.m. followed by Shobhana Yoga. Similarly, Taitila Karanam. So today, if you see, there are 4 Karanams because there are 2 Tithis. Typically, one Tithi will have 3 Karanams. So Taitila Karanam ending with the Dwadashi Tithi by 9:50 a.m. Then Gara going on till 8:07 p.m. followed by Vanik ending with the Trayodashi Tithi tomorrow 6:21 a.m. followed by Vishtikaranam for the rest of the day tomorrow. Sarvebhyah Suprabhatam. So last time we did till 85th, and we just started 86th Sarga. Let us continue from 86th, where Bharata Guha was trying to, after establishing good relation with Bharata, Guha is trying to explain how great Lakshmana was. Lakshmana, what is it? In the other commentaries, it was called Lakshmana Shlaghanam. Here they called Guha Vakyam, but Lakshmana Shlaghanam, Guha Vakyam. So we'll quickly continue from there. Atha Ayodhya Kande Shadashi iti tamas sargaha Guha Vakyam athva Lakshmana Shlaghanam. आचचक्षेथ सद्भावं लक्ष्मणस्य महात्मनः भरताय प्रमेयाय गुहो गहनगोचरः. As we said last time, Gahana-gocharaha, one who wanders in the dense forests, such Guha, Aprameyaya Bharataya, unto the great Bharata, unto the immeasurable, that means he's beyond any measurements or comparisons. So great guy, great Bharataya, Mahatmanaha, महात्मनः लक्ष्मणस्य सद्भावम् अथ आचचक्षे. So now Guha started narrating the great heart of Lakshmana, who is a Mahatma, because that's the greatness Guha saw in Lakshmana. Tam jagratam gunair-yuktam sharachapasi-dharinam bhratruguptyartham atyantam Lakshmanam aham abravam. I think we talked about this also, that there are two pathantaras of sharachapasi-dharinam or varachapasi-dharinam. Varachapa, the best chapa, best bow, and asi, khadga in the other hand, dharinam, that Lakshmana, whose hand holding these two, gunaihi yuktam, with all the best qualities in him, jagratam, staying awake through the night. Why? Bhratruguptyartham, to protect or to guard the brother, his brother Rama, atyantam, through the entire night without leaving any minute for him to fall asleep. To such Lakshmana, aham abravam, I said this to Lakshmana. What did I say? Iyam tata sukha shayya.
Iyam tata sukha shayya.
Tvadartham upakalpita.
Tvadartham upakalpita.
Pratyashvasi hi sheshvasyam.
Pratyashvasi hi sheshvasyaha.
Sukham Raghavanandana.
Sukham Raghavanandana.
So I said this to Lakshmana, and Guha is saying this. What did I say to Lakshmana? Tata, oh beloved one, iyam sukha shayya tvadartham upakalpita. This, comfortable bed, I prepared it for you, Lakshmana. See, Rama and Sita are anyway sleeping there. Now you can also take this bed. Pratyashvasihi. Please listen to me. Seshva asyam sukham Raghavanandana. In this bed, may you sleep happily, comfortably. So please listen to me and accept this bed and sleep here. Why? Uchitoyam janas sarvaha.
Uchito ayam janah sarva.
Dukkhanam tvam sukhochitaha.
Dukhanam tvam sukhochitah.
Dharmatmans tasya guptyartham.
Dharmatmam tasya gupyartham.
Jagarishyamahe vayam.
Jagrishyamahe vayam.
So here he is saying, ayam sarvaha janaha dukkhanam uchitaha. See, all these people here who are my people, and they are all sarvaha dukkhanam uchitaha. We are all used to hardships because we are tribal people. We don't go with so much of luxury comforts and all, right? So we are used to hardships, sleeping on ground, sleeping on rock, sleeping on tree, wherever required we can sleep and all of that. And we work also in guarding each other. So if somebody is sleeping, then we wake up and stay awake to protect the tribe there. So all these difficulties are uchitaha, dukkhanam. These difficult things are, usual for us. Tvam sukha uchitaha. However, you and Rama and all, you are all sukha uchitaha. For you, you are used to comforts, to be happy. So dharmatman, oh great dharmatma. So tasya guptyartham. I know you are staying awake in order to take care of Rama. Don't worry, we are used to it. So tasya guptyartham vayam jagarishyamahe. We will all stay awake in the night to protect Rama and you and Sita. So please, take comfort here and sleep on this comfortable bed that we arranged for you. Nahi Ramat priyataro mama. Nahi Ramat priyataraha.
Nahi Ramo priyataro.
Mamasti bhuvi kaschana.
ममास्ति भुवि कश्चन
मोत्सुको भूर्ब्रवीम्येतत्
मोत्सुको ब्रूविर्मेद् यत् तत् सत्य
मोत्सुको भूः
मोत्सुको ब्रू
ब्रवीम्येतत्
ब्रवीम्येतत्
अप्यसत्यं तवाग्रतः.
अप्यसत्यं तवाग्रतः.
So he's further saying, why you can trust us. Why? Because Ramat Priyatarah Mama Nahi Asti Bhuvi Kaschana. There is nobody more dearer to me than Rama in this world, in this earth, on this earth. So trust me, we will take care of Rama. We will give protection and guard to Rama. So Nahi Ramat Priyataraha. Other than Rama or more than Rama, there is nobody else more dearer for me. So Ma Utsukaha Abhuhu. Don't become anxious about Rama's safety. We are there to take care of him. Abravim, Bravimi Mabhuhu, Bravimi etad api asatyam tavagrataha. I shall not tell you any false thing, right? So trust me, Rama is the dearest one for us. We will take care of him. Why? Because Asya prasadadashamse
अस्य प्रसादाशाशंसे
Lokesmin Sumahadyashaha.
लोकेस्मिन्
Sumahadyashaha.
सुमहाद्यशः
Dharmavaptim cha vipulam.
धर्मावाप्तिं च
Vipulam.
विपुलां
Vipulam. Arthavaptim cha kevalam.
अर्थावाप्तिं च केवलम्.
So he's further saying, see, by doing this, first thing is he is dearer to me. Not only that, by we giving this protection, asya prasadat, by doing this service to him, and with his once he is pleased, asya prasadat loke asmin loke, in this world, sumahadiyashaha, yashaha, glory, Mahadyashaha, great glory. Su Mahadyashaha, beautiful, great glory. Grand, great glory. Avaptimcha, in order to obtain that great name in the history. In the history, I want to be remembered with this great reference of this incident that Guha gave protection to Rama in the night, staying awake. Give me that opportunity. Dharmavaptim cha vipulam arthavaptim cha kevalam. I'm just looking for obtaining that great fame that Guha endeavored in this night to give protection to Rama for the sake of obtaining dharma and vipulam artham, abundant prosperity through it. If Rama is pleased, we will get all the prosperity. So, asya prasadat, once Rama is pleased, I'm going to get through this dharma, through this activity, I'll get not only dharma glory, dharmic glory, but I'm also going to get material glory. He will bless me with everything. So, give me that opportunity, is how Guha is talking to Lakshmana. Soham priyasakham Ramam.
So aham priyasakham Ramam
Shayanam sahasitaya.
Shayanam sahasitaya
Rakshishyami dhanushpanihi.
Rakshishami dhanushpani
Sarvaihi svairnyatibhis saha.
Sarvehi sve gyatibhi saha.
So, so is so here. English so, and here it is saha aham. Such me, that me. Ramam priyasakham Ramam, my beloved friend Rama. Shayanam sahasitaya, that too, one who is sleeping along with his wife Sita. Rakshishyami, I shall protect him. How? Dhanushpanihi, by taking bow in my hands. Not only me, Sarvaihi Svaihi jnatibhihi saha. Jnatibhihi is jnati is one who is known to me. That means my relatives, my friends, etc. Jnatibhihi sarvaihi svaihi jnatibhihi saha. Not only by my friends, by their respective relative friends. Svaihi, by our own or by my own close circle of friends, confident circle of friends. I shall, holding bow in our hands, protect or give a safeguard to Rama, who is sleeping along with Sita, who is my Priyasakha, who is my beloved friend. And so I shall protect, don't worry. And how can you trust me? Nahimeya viditam kinchit.
नहि मे विदितं किञ्चित्
Vanesmins charatas sada.
वनेऽस्मिंश्चरतः सदा
Chaturangam hyapi balam.
चतुरङ्घ्यपि बलं
Chaturangam hyapi balam.
चतुरङ्गं ह्य अपि बलं
Prasahema vayam yudhi.
प्रसहेम वयं युधि.
So he's saying, Nahi me aviditam kinchit asmin vane. Hey, there is nothing that I do not know in this forest. Asmin vane. Why? Charataha sada. Because of for me, who has been living here, wandering, moving here, every inch of this land, of this forest, I know it. I know the entries, I know the exits, I know the secret way outs, secret way ins, all of that I know geographically. And so, Vayam yudhi chaturangam balam hi api prasahema. Sahema means we shall tolerate or we can resist. We can give resistance or we can fight against an entire army of all four-legged army. Chaturangam, Ratha, Gaja, Haya, Patha. All these four-legged army also we can give resistance to. We are such strong guys. It is not only about strength, it is about the secretness. I mean, the urban guys may not know our forests. This is the same techniques that Shivaji Maharaj also used of fighting from the forests. As they are walking along the forest, as they tread along forests, we can attack them and they can't attack us back because they don't know these forests, right? He learned it from Guha. So Guha is saying that I know this forest very well, and so we can, even if any enemy comes this night, we can handle them, we can tackle them. Evam asmabhiruktena
एवम् अस्माभियुक्तेन
Lakshmanena Mahatmana
लक्ष्मणेन महात्मना
Anunita vayam sarve
अनुनीता वयं सर्वे
Dharmameva anupashyata.
धर्ममेवानुपश्यता.
So even after I spoke all of this, Evam asmabhihi uktena Mahatmana Lakshmanena, even after thus told and assured by us, but by Lakshmana, who is Mahatma, Vayam sarve dharmameva anupashyata Mahatmana Lakshmanena, by that Lakshmana, who is just, behind Lakshmana, behind Dharma. Dharmam eva anupashyata. That Lakshmana, by that Lakshmana, who is a Mahatma, because he is only following Dharma. Following as in, we know following, but here Dharmam eva anupashyata, by sight also. He is watching Dharma, that Lakshmana who is watching Dharma. Vayam sarve anunitaha. We are all led by him. Meaning, we are all convinced by him. By what? How did he convince us? So Lakshmana is now saying, Katham dasharatau bhumau.
Katham dasharatau bhumau.
Shayane sahasitaya.
Shayane sahasitaya.
Shakya nidra maya labdham.
Shakya nidra maya labdham.
Jivitam va sukhani va.
Jivitam va sukhani va.
So then Lakshmana replied thus to us, and he convinced us, Bharata. What did he say? Dasharathau sahasitaya bhumau shayane. In Rama, along with in Dasharathi, see, Ratrihi, Ratrau, it is Sati Saptami, it is called. That means, in order to say after, or in his acting, doing, in his action of this. That means in Rama, sleeping on the ground, Bhumau Shayani, Sahasitaya, along with Sita, Katham Maya Nidra Shakya Labdhum. How can I be capable, or how will I be able to get any sleep? Nidra Maya Katham Shakya. अरे निद्रा नींद कैसे आ सकता है मुझे? शक्या शक्ता labdhum. How can I even get it, attempt to, how will I be able to get any sleep? Not only sleep, jeevitam va sukhani va. Are how can I even keep up my life? Seeing Rama sleeping on ground like this. Sukhani va, any comforts. How will I be happy at all? How will I be comfortable? How can I even keep up my life? And so, forget sleep. How can I get sleep at all? Yona devasurai sarvaihi
Yona devasurai sarvaihi
shakyah prasahitum yudhi
shakyah prasihitum yuthi
tam pasya guha samvishtam
tam pashya guha samvishtam
truneshu sahasitaya.
trineshu sahasitaya.
Ayyo. Why? Because yaha devasuraihi sarvaihi prasahitum yudhi na shakyah. See, prasahema, he said before. Vayam chaturangam balam yudhi prasahema, said Guha to Bharata, to Lakshmana. Sleep, Lakshmana. We can face even the entire army, right? Now, Lakshmana is saying, Yaha sarvaihi devasuraihi yudhi prasahitum na shakyaha. Who by the entire fleet of gods also in quarrel, in a war, cannot stand and face such Rama. Tam Pasya, look at him, look at that great war, that great hero, whom entire fleet of gods also cannot win or stand up against, resist. Such he, Rama, Guha, O Guha, tam pasya truneshu samvishtam. Ayyo, he's on the grass. He's sleeping on grass. Sahasitaya, along with that Lakshmi Sita. He's on the ground sleeping. That Rama whom even gods cannot stand up. And so that is the same question asked by Bharata also, right? I mean, by Valmiki also, right? In the very first sarga, the fourth sloka or third sloka. Fourth sloka. Kasya bibhyati devascha jataroshasya samyuge. In the samyuge, in the yudhi, in the war, jataroshasya samyuge. If at all he gets anger, jataroshaha, tasya devascha bibhyati. Even gods will start fearing, get scary of. Who is one such fellow? Asked Valmiki of Narada. And so here Lakshmana is also saying, such fellow whom even gods can't stand up to resist in a war with him, such Rama, ayyo, he's sleeping on grass now, on the ground, that too along with his wife. How can I sleep? How can I live? How can I even think of any comforts? No way. Mahata tapasa labdhaha
Mahata tapsa labdha
vividhaischa parishramaihi
vividescha parishrameh
eko dasrathasyeshah
eko dasarathsha esha
Putra sadrusha lakshana.
Putra sadrash lakshana.
So he's further saying, why? Because this Rama is not an ordinary person, just born biologically, physically. No. Mahata tapasa vividhaischa parishramaihi labdhaha ekaha. He is obtained after very, what do you say, great endeavor, after several attempts, after several great operations and activities, is he obtained. Vividhaischa parishramaihi, after taking up lot of difficulties. Dasharatha, we all know, right, Balakanda, how he spent 1 full year in conducting that Ashwamedha Yajna, and towards the end conducting the Putra Kameshti Homa, inviting all the gods, inviting the entire great people from the world, offering all of them gifts and all. So how much of efforts Dasharatha has taken in pleasing the divinities, the gods, in order to obtain this Rama. It's not, he didn't. It was not an easy, ordinary birth, just like anybody else. He is a divine prasadam to our father, Dashratha. Mahata tapasa labdhaha vividhaischa parishramaihi ekaha dasarathasya eshaha putraha. This son is the only one among 4 of us. Ekaha dasarathasya putraha eshaha sadrusha lakshanaha. Dasharathasya sadrusha lakshanaha. Similar to Dasharatha in capabilities, in abilities, in strength, in greatness. Only Rama, ekaha Dasharathasya sadrusha lakshanaha. Similar in qualities to Dasharatha, if at all anyone among 4 of us, it is only Rama. That such great Rama is sleeping on ground, and how can I think of any comfort? You are saying, Yesha yam sukha shayya tvadartham upakalpita. You said, Guha, for my sake, you have made this comfortable bed. Are, I cannot think of any comfort, happiness in life, or even sleep if I see Rama like this. So that's why he took that vratam. As long as Rama is in this discomforts, I can't sleep. I don't need any comforts. And so that's such is Lakshmana's devotion. And so great people, Vaishnavas especially, they take the name of Ramanuja. They can't even dare to take Rama's name for them. They take Ramanuja, who is Lakshmana, to say that Lakshmana is great. Wow, I will be at least that much. I can't be more than that. So Ramanuja. Asmin pravrajite raja.
Asmin pravrajite raja.
Nachiram vartayishyate.
Nachiram vartayishyati.
Vidhava medini nunam.
Vidhava medini nunam.
Kshiprameva bhavishyati.
Kshiprameva bhavishyati.
So Asmin pravrajite, in the exile of this Rama, Raja na chiram vartayishyati. So Lakshmana is already foreseeing. That day, of course, all of that didn't happen. But whatever happened later, Lakshmana could foresee. He's saying, in the exile of Rama, Raja na chiram vartayishyati. Raja Dasharatha cannot exist long, cannot survive long. Na chiram vartayishyati. And which means in his demise, in his pass away, Vidha Medini Nunam Kshipram Eva Vidhava Bhavishyati. We said, right? Bharta, first thing we think is, oh, husband. Similarly, Vidhava, we think is widow. We said Vidhava is widow. Vidhava, Vidva, Vidhava, widow. That's what that word is. But what it actually means, Vigata Dhava, Vigata Dhavaha, Yasyaha Sa. One who lost her lord, whether it is a female, whether it is a citizen, whether it is land, whether it is a country. If the country lost its lord, its ruler, its best beloved lord, then that country is vidhava. So he's saying Medini, this entire earth will become vidhava, without lord. Noonam, certainly, if Rama is sent away, I am sure our father cannot survive. If he is not there, then this entire earth will be vidhava. Medini vidhava noonam kshiprameva, kshipram, quickly, instantly, bhavishyati. This earth will become lordless, quickly, instantly, as soon as Raja Dasharatha passes away. And when does he pass away? In Rama's exile. Raja cannot stay, I know. He loves Rama so much, and I know he cannot live. I mean, he's not saying it harshly, but he is able to foresee what will happen. And if the king goes away, then what happens? He has so many women who are dependent on him. Vinadya sumahanadam
विनिद्य सुमहानादम्
shrameno paratas striyah
श्रमेणो परतः स्त्रियः
nirghoshoparatam noonam
निर्घोषोपरतं नूनम्
adya raja niveshanam.
अद्य राजनिवेशनम्.
So then, once king himself goes away, passes away, then striyaha, all his women, shramena uparataha, by having gotten fatigued by what? Sumahanadam vinadya, by crying heavily or by crying loudly after losing their husband, they will be so tired by crying. And then nirghoshoparatam noonam adya rajaniveshanam. Then the whole rajaniveshanam, Raja's residence, that means the entire royal palace, their bhavanam, rajaniveshanam, noonam, certainly adya, today, nirghoshoparatam, it will become a palace echoing all these crying sounds of all these women, of all his women. And then what happens? Kausalya chaiva raja cha
Kausalya cheva raja cha
tathaiva janani mama
tathaiva janani mam
nashamse yadi jiveyuhu
nashanse yadi jiveyuh
sarve te sharvari mimam.
sarve te sharvari mimam.
So he's saying, if I also sleep, I mean, how I cannot sleep. And if my mothers come to know of this, they will also not be happy. So Kausalya chaiva raja cha tathaiva mama janani. So Dasharatha, Rama's mother Kausalya, and my mother, which is Sumitra, nashamse yadi jiveyuhu. If at all they are alive. If king goes away, Kausalya and Sumitra, they will also go away, is his thinking. But if they were alive, if all three of them were alive, and if they see this, what is going on here, that Rama sleeping on the ground and Lakshmana not taking care, if at all, or whether, I mean, forget Lakshmana, if they just see Rama lying like this on the ground, nashamse sarvete sharvarim imam, this sharvari, this night, imam sharvarim te sarve nashamse, they just can't be, they cannot think of anything called happiness. They cannot even utter happiness looking at this scene. Jivedapi hi me mata
जीवेदपि हि मे माता
Shatrughnasyanvavekshaya.
शत्रुघ्नस्य याज्ञावेशया
Shatrughnasya
शत्रुघ्नस्य
anvavekshaya.
अन्ववेक्षया
Shatrughnasyanvavekshaya.
शत्रुघ्नस्य अन्यवेक्षया
Dukkhita yatu Kausalya
दुःखिताया तु कौसल्या
Virasur vinasishyati.
वीरसूर्विनशिष्यति.
So of the three, Raja will not Raja cannot stay. Jivedapi hi me mata. Even if my mother, if at all, my mother jivet, my mother might survive. Why? Shatrugnasya anvavekshaya. Because she has two sons. Okay, I'm gone. But she has to at least take care of Shatrughna. So for Shatrughna's sake, my mother might live. Dukhitaya tu Kausalya Verasuhu Vinasishyati. However, Kausalya, who has only one son, Virasuhu, the two one Suhu is Prasuhu, Suhu is one who delivered. That Kausalya who delivered a Veera, a warrior, a great hero like Rama, she will Vinasishyati, she will destroy, she will ruin, she will get ruined, she will be destroyed. That means she will pass away. She will not be able to stand. Why? Because Dukkhita, looking at this pain of Rama, she will be under pain and she cannot survive anymore. My mother might survive, might oblige to survive to take care of my other brother, Shatrughna. But Kausalya, no chance, he said. Atikrantam atikrantam.
Atikrantam atikrantam.
Atikrantam atikrantam.
Atikrantam
Anavapya manoratham.
Anavapya manoratham
Rajye Rama manikshipya.
Rajye Rama manikshipya
Pita me vinasishyati.
Pita me vinashishyati.
So Kausalya won't be there. My mother might survive. However, atikrantam manoratham anavapya. Unable to having by every moment that is passing away, atikrantam, every moment that is passing away of time, anavapya, without fulfillment of manoratham, of his desire, which is Rajye Ramam Nikshipya, by installing Rama in the kingdom as the prince, as the successor, Anikshipya, by unable to having fulfilled his desire of establishing Rama as the successor, Pita me vinasishyati, my father will also pass away. He also cannot stay. He will also be ruined. Ruined means he will also pass away. Siddhartha pitaram vrittam.
Siddhartha pitaram vrittam.
Tasmin kale hyupasthite.
Tasmin kale hyupasthite.
Pretakaryeshu sarveshu.
Pretakaryeshu sarveshu.
Samskarishyanti bhumipam.
Samskarishyanti bhumipam.
Yes, Lakshmana is going on, visualizing entire scene, and other way to say is, blabbering, why? Stop. Kind of a feeling we are getting, because he's talking the entire thing. Ayo, don't say wrong things, kind of a situation. So he's then saying, Pitaram Vrittam, in the father's, if father is also gone away, in that state of his father gone, Tasmin Kale, in that time, Upasthite Siddhartha, all the people who are existing there, or who are around there, Sarveshu Pretakaryeshu Bhumipam Samskarishyanti. Whoever have survived there, others who are existing, living there, all these people, they will fulfill their responsibility of Pretakaryeshu, Sarveshu Pretakaryeshu Bhumipam Samskarishyanti. They will perform their samskara, Antyakarya samskaram, of Pretakaryas, of the departed activities, of the whatever are the activities to be performed for the departed soul, by enabling, by helping that departed soul with these samskaras, the people around there will become Siddhartha. They will be, they would have completed, fulfilled their responsibilities of doing the Pretakaryas. Then, Ramya Chatva Samsthanam,
Ramya Chatvar Sansthanam
Savibhakta Mahapatham.
Suvibhakt Mahapatham
Suvibhakta Mahapatham. Harmya Prasada Sampannam.
Harmya Prasad Sampanam
Sarvaratna Vibhushitam.
Sarva Ratna Vibhushitam
Gajashvaratha Sambadham.
Gajashwar Rat Sambadham
Turya Nada Vinaditam.
Turya Nad Vinaditam
Sarva Kalyana Sampurnam.
Sarva Kalyan Sampurnam
Hrishta Pushta Janakulam.
Hasta Pusta Janakulam
Aramodhyana Sampurnam.
Aramodhyana Sampurnam
Samajotsava Shalinim.
Samajotsavashalinim
Sukhita Vicharishyanti.
Sukhita Vicharashanti
Rajadhyanim Piturmama.
Rajdhanim Piturmama.
So then all the citizens there, they will Sukhitaha Vicharishyanti. After having, what he's saying is, whoever lives in, the way he's thinking is, whoever lives there in Ayodhya, after seeing all this, are essentially opponents. And so opponents, he's sarcastically saying, those opponents will anyway be happy. Siddharthaha, having fulfilled their wish of seeing the king passed away, of seeing his son sent away, their desires fulfilled. So they will happily live in this city, Raja, in this capital. Pitur mama pituhu rajadhanim sukhitaha vicharishyanti. They will happily, start living and wandering, moving in my father's capital, which is all these adjectives given. How many? Ramya Chatvara Samsthanam, beautiful, with beautiful intersections. Suvibhakta Mahapatham, perfectly laid out streets, roads, two lanes. Unlike Georgia, you will be, or Atlanta, I'll be driving in the leftmost lane, thinking I'm on the fast lane. Suddenly this becomes left only. Oh, I have to give right signal and move to the right lane. Unlike that, Suvibhakta Mahapatham. If it is a straight, it will continue to be a straight line. If I have to make a left only lane, there will be a separate lane added for left only. If the right lane, if I am continuing, if there are two lanes going straight and I have to turn right, and that has to become a right only lane, I will add another right only lane there, not make this suddenly right only lane. Then that is Suvibhakta Mahapatha. I hate these suddenly becoming straight road, suddenly becoming left only, or suddenly becoming right only. Then that is not Suvibhakta Mahapatha. Suvibhakta Mahapatha is there where perfectly laid out. If it says two-way, it will continue to be two-way. So Suvibhakta Mahapatham, Ramya Chatvara Samsthanam, and wherever there are intersections, properly laid out so that left will become left only with all those arrows, right will go with right arrows. Ramya Chatvara, beautiful, beautiful intersections, crossroads, four-way intersections. Ramya Chatvara Samsthana. Harmya Prasada Sampannam, that capital which is abundantly wealthy of Harmya Prasadaha. Harmya is multiple stories. Prasadaha, with fences, with compound walls, fence walls of big 2-acre lots where it is not one story or two story, but multiple stories. Harmya Prasada Sampannam Sarva Ratna Vibhushitam. The jewels are not just there, not only there in their necklaces of the people, but they are even put on walls, on pillars. Sarva Ratna Vibhushitam. And that city where there is no fear of elephants, horses, chariots, or chariots running with elephants and horses. Chariots running with elephants meaning ambaris, where the elephant has a big seating days. I don't know what it is called in English. In Telugu, we say Ambari. Ambari, right? Or a horse tied with a cart behind, Ratha. So Gaja, Ashva, Ratha Sambadham. Sambadham is tied with. Turya Nada Vinaditam, continuously with high pitch sounds. That means beautiful music sounds, etc. Shana is blowing like that. Sarva Kalyana Sampurnam, always with auspicious events happening. Hrishta Pushta Janakulam, filled with people. I mean, busy, not busy, not only busy, densely populated. However, with Pushta, strong, Hrishta, happy, delighted. With delighted, healthy, strong people around. Where Arama Udyana Sampurnam, people not only on roads and in businesses, but in gardens also. In rest areas, Arama, Udyana, gardens, Sampurnam, filled up gardens and rest areas. That means people are always out. Then, if people are outside, that means they are happy. It's a festival. Right? If it's a Christmas day, you'll see people outside. That means people are happy. They are celebrating outside. If people are there in gardens, it is a happy city. If people are there in rest areas, that means it is a happy city, safe city. If you don't see people outside on roads, either they are depressed or band, forced.
Can you go on mute, please? We can hear you about noise.
So basically, Lakshmana is trying to describe that great city, saying, and such great city of my father will now be happy.
Arun, can you mute, please?
Okay. So such great, happy, rich, wealthy city will now be happily lived by those opponents who would have gotten their wishes fulfilled of seeing the king passed away, of seeing his great son sent away to forests. Sarvakalyana Sampurnam, Hrishta Pushta Janakulam, Aramudyana Sampurnam, Samajotsava Shalinim, one which is capable of and is always able to have festivities of the societies by the community festivities, not just festivals celebrated within the home, but festivals celebrated outside. Holi, Garbha, dances, arts, people coming together and playing, all the Samaja Utsava Shalinim, that city which is full of festivals celebrated by community coming together. Sukhita Vicharishanti Rajadhyanim Piturmama. What to do? When times are bad, like this, it will happen. This is how Lakshmana is envisaging all of that and narrating this to Guha and saying, with all of this happening, how can I even think of any comfort, Guha? How can I think of even living? Forget sleeping. Api satya pratignena.
Api satya pratignena.
Tardham kushalina vayam.
Tardham kushalina vayam.
Nivritte samaye hyasmin.
Nivritte samaye hyasmin.
Sukhitah pravishemahi.
Sukhitah pravishemahi.
However, okay, let them live like this. How long they will live, let us see. Api satya pratignena, because of that pratigna, that promise he made, Kushalina satya pratignena sardham, along with that promise that he made, Vayam kushalinaha, we will be, of course, Rama is strong, I am strong. Even after 14 years, we will come back strong and skilled and still adept, capable. Vayam kushalinaha samaye nivritte, after the passing of the 14 years of the time that was made as a promise or as a condition. Asmin Sukhitaha pravishemahi. We shall come back and enter this city again, capable and happy. Paridevayamanasya Paridevayamanasya Tasyaivam sumahatmanah
तस्यैवं सुमनात्मनः
Tishtato Rajaputrasya
तिष्ठतो राजपुत्रस्य
Sharvari Satyavartata.
शर्वरी सात्यवर्तत.
So thus now Bharata is again narrating. So far he did direct speech of Lakshmana. Now he is narrating again, saying, thus with Paridevayamanasya Sumahatmanah Tasya Tishtatah Rajaputrasya Evam Sa Sharvari Atyavartata. Of Lakshmana, of that great soul Lakshmana, who was of that great soul prince Lakshmana, who was standing that night, Tishtataha Sharvari Sa Paridevayamanasya, being worried and contemplating, envisaging all that is going to happen in the future for the next 14 years. Sa Sharvari Atyavartata. That night passed away. That means slowly that night passed away and next day morning risen. Prabhate Vimale Surye
Prabhate Vimale Surye
Karayitva Jatavubhau
Karayitva Jatavubho
Asmin Bhagirathi Tire
Asmin Bhagirate Tire
Sukham Santaritau Maya.
Sukham Santarito Maya.
So after the Prabhate Vimale Surye, in the rise of the morning, early morning, Jata Ubhau Karayitva. Those two, they asked me, and so I made their jatas. Ubhau Karayitva, with that sap from that tree, which will be so thick that hair, even if wind comes, if I get out of the car to go to Walmart, by the time I enter shop, my hair is all gone because of the wind, thin hair. So if you make that jata, forget wind, even if there is wind storm, not even one hair not even one strand will move, essentially. That means, that is why Rama and Krishna, Lakshmana, they went for jata. They said, hey, we cannot take care of continuously brushing our hair and all. And we should not even look like that, because then that is urban style. Nicely salooned hair is urban. We are asked to be non-urban. So that means we have to be without all this styled hair. So Jata Ubhau Karayitva, I only have gotten that done for them. Asmin Bhagirathi Tire, in this shore, from this shore of the Bhagirathi, which is Ganga, Sukham Santaritau Maya, those two were sent out to swim, to cross this river. Maya, by me only. Jatadharau Tau
Jatadarau Tau
Drumachira Vasasau
Drumachira Vasasau
Mahabalau Kunjara
Mahabalau Kunjara
Yuthapopamau
Yutapopamau
Vareshu Chapasidharau
Vareshu Chapa Sidarau
Parantapau
Parantapau
Vyavekshamanau
Vyavekshamanau
Sahasitayagatau.
Sahasitaya Gatau.
So after I did the jatas and all, Jatadharau Tau, those two with the jata, bearing the jata and not just a cropped hair. Druma Chiravasasau, those two who were wearing the clothes of Druma, bark, tree bark, Vidruma, right? Druma is tree. Tree bark is Druma. Druma Chira Vasasau. Vasas is clothes. Chira Vasasau, the two not stitched and all, just two long pairs of clothes. Made of what? Not silk. not cotton, druma of tree bark. That means rough, hard cloth. It is not linen cloth. Mahabalo, however, those two strong, mighty men. Kunjara Yuthapa Upamau, like Kunjara, elephants, like two strong elephants going. Yuthapa Upamau, like the fighting two elephants, those two were walking. With how Vara Ishu Chapa Asidharau. Asi is sword, Chapa is bow, Ishu is arrows, Vara, best. The best arrows, the best bow, best sword, Dharau, holding them. Parantapau, those two with that strong burning zeal, burning zealous, those two men. Vyavekshamanu, in being observed by us. We were standing here and we sent them off with some of my helpers to ride their boat. Vyavekshamanu, Saha Sitaya, along with Sita, Gatau, they have thus left. Ityarshe Srimad Ramayane
Srimad
Valmiki Adikavye Ayodhya Kande षडशीतितमः सर्गः
षडशतितम सर्गः
अथ सप्ताशीतितमः सर्गः
सप्ताशीतितम सर्गः
राम शयनादि प्रश्नः
राम शयनादि प्रश्नः.
So since Guha narrated all of this, now Bharata is continuing with further doubts. Bharata still has some more time. So he's wanting to know more details of how Rama spent that time there. So this is the screenplay, we say, right? Even today, if you see a good movie, it has to have screenplay such that you don't tell everything in chronological order of time. You'll have to tell some detail in real time, elaboration in flashback through somebody else's narration or through somebody else's recollection of memory, etc. That is how exactly this is happening. In that sarga, when actually Rama, Lakshmana and Sita came and spent with Guha, quickly this went away. Now, how did he spend that night? What did Lakshmana talk? Etc. Details are elaborated now through Guha to Bharata. That's the beauty of the screenplay. So, Guhasya vachanam shrutva
गुहश वचनं श्रुत्वा
Bharatu bhrushama priyam
भरत भृशम प्रियं
dhyanam jagama tatraiva
ध्यानं जगाम तत्रैव
yatra tachrutama priyam.
यत्र तच्छ्रुतं प्रियं.
So, Guhasya vachanam shrutva, by listening to this narration of Guha, Bharataha apriyam bhrisham apriyam dhyanam tatraiva jagama. Then he lost into painful memory or into painful visualization. Dhyanam jagama, he went into meditation. Dhyanam, meditation as in, he went into imagining all of that scene as Lakshmana was talking, how Rama was sleeping, how sorrowful Lakshmana might have cried. Hare, how did he anticipate all of that? Today, in this present time that I am Bharata here, all of this already happened. King passed away. Mothers became widows. Hare, all of that has happened. How did Lakshmana anticipate? So, all of that contemplation, Bharata is making in Dhyanam Jagama. He went into that envisaging all of this, or recollecting, or contemplating all of that has happened. Dhyanam Jagama Tatraiva Yatra Tad Apriyam Shrutam. Whatever that unpleasant thing that he has heard all of this of. Sukumaro Mahasattva
Sukumaro Mahasattvah
Simhaskandho Mahabhujah
Simhaskando Mahabhujah
Pundarika Vishalakshah
पुण्डरीकविशालाक्षः
तरुणः प्रियदर्शनः
करुणः प्रियदर्शनः
प्रत्याश्वस्य मुहूर्तं तु
प्रत्याश्वस्य मुहूर्तं तु
कालं परमदुर्मनाः
कालं परमदुर्मनाः
पपात सहसा
पपात
तोत्रैः
पपात सहसा तोत्रैः
ह्यतिविद्ध इव द्विपः.
ह्यतिविद्य इव द्विपः.
Excellent. So, by listening to all of this of Lakshmana and thinking all of that, Sukumaraha, Bharata became very delicate, tender, Mahasattvaha, even though he is also another mighty, strong person. Like Simhaskandha, his shoulders like a lion, broad shoulders. Mahabhujaha, strong arms. Pundarika Vishalakshaha, with his eyes as wide as lotus. Tarunaha, youthful. Priyadarshanaha, beautiful like Rama. However, Pratyashvasya, by thinking all of this, by recollecting all this flashback, thinking about it, he lost himself. And if you observe ourselves also, okay, Pratyashvasya, Muhurtam tu, for a moment, Muhurtam kalam tu, for a moment of time, Parama Durmanaha, with very sorrowful, painful mind and heart, Papata Sahasa, instantly he fell off. How did he fell off? Totraihi Atividdhaha Dvipaha Iva Hi. Like an elephant which is Atividdhaha, which was hit badly with the Totra. Totra is that lash whip, it is called. Korda, with the Totra. Totra Vetraika Paninaha comes Bhagavad Gita's narration. In that Totra Vetraika Paninaha is the description given for Krishna. He is holding the Totra in one hand. Vetram is Bettam we say, is a stick, that cane stick to hit, right? In one hand, Totram, which is the Korda, which is a whip. In another hand, Vettam, a stick. Holding these two, Krishna is before he starts riding the chariot for Arjuna. So Totra Vetraika Panina. Similarly, Totraihi, not just with one, with several, Bahuvachanam Tritiya Vibhakti. Totraihi, he, Ati Viddhaha Dvipaha Iva. If hidden very, very, very hard, not hardly, hard, very hard hidden elephant, as it falls, so did this Bharata, thinking all of that, fell off. For a moment I thought, how can he fall down? If we notice ourselves also, let us say if we are deeply into some thought, or we are not conscious in the present moment around here. And when we come back to consciousness, you will take a deep, long breath. Did you ever observe that for yourself? A long breath, long inhale we will take, because we would have stopped breathing. Having mind gone away somewhere, mind has even forgotten to breathe. But suddenly when the body needs it, it will suddenly take a deep inhale, right? Which means when mind is gone away, we even forget breathing. And now so many things are coming to my mind as I have to explain this. So one thing is, so when mind is gone, you will become unconscious. And so body falls down. That is one thing here. That is why he would have Sahasa Papata. Where is the mind gone? Mind is gone into this deep pain of Totraihi Atividdhaha Dvipaha Iva. like an elephant which is hidden with so much pain. So much pain of what? The pain of what Lakshmana saw, that Guha narrated, of Rama's plight, of who should have been like Indra, however, facing this, plight. So with that mind lost in that worry, the body lost consciousness, or body lost Chaitanya, and it fell off. Now this is the same technique used by our great ancestors and Rajarshis. Because in Raghuvamsha, Kalidasa says, when he's narrating how the ancestors of Rama were, in one shloka is a beautiful shloka. Shaishavebhyasta, let's all say this because it's a wonderful shloka we all should know and remember and quote everywhere. Shaishave
Shaishave
abhyasta vidyanam.
Abhyasta Vidyanam
Shaishave abhyasta vidyanam. Yavane
Yavane
vijaveshinam.
Vijayeshanam.
Shaishave vidyanam. Yavane vishayeshinam. Vardhakye munivrittinam.
Vardhakye munivrittinam.
Yogenante tanutyajam.
Yogenante tanutyajam.
And then several such shlokas of Bahuvachanam, Shashti Vibhakti, he quotes of of Rama's ancestors as to Shaishave, in their childhood. That means as long as they are children. Abhyasta Vidyanam. Abhyasa Kritam Abhyastam. Of what? Of Vidyanam, not Vidyam, not just one Vidya, all Vidyas, all subjects thoroughly practiced and excelled, mastered. So as long as they were young children, as students, they have mastered all subjects of study, of education. Shaishave abhyasta vidyanam. Yavane vishayeshinam. In their youth, Isha is their endeavors, or their zeal to attain, to achieve what? Vishayas, of various Vishayas, of various material aspects. That means in their youth, everybody should be working very hard to achieve all their wishes, all the material benefits. Like job, for example, become promotion, become CEO and all, right? Or if it in Sangha work, give all your time for Sangha, etc. So, Yavane Vishayeshinam. And then finally, when Vardhakyam comes, when Vruddha, when you become old, have become old now, Vardhakye Munivrittinam. Their vritti, their behavior, their activities are Muni, Maunam, staying calm, no more endeavors of, even after becoming old, I only want to be, no. Let young youth take care of material things, of running this world. We will step back and keep silent. Vardhakye munivrittinam. And finally, and then onwards, what should you practice? So you have to practice so that the end will be yogenante tanutyajam. They leave their bodies, tanutyagaha, through ante, in the end, through yogena, through yoga. They will leave their bodies through yoga in the end. How? Through this pranayama and dhyana and samadhi. You get lost so much into the divine thought that there is no more breath also in this body. Mind is not there. Mind doesn't even know that it should breathe anymore. And when you don't breathe, when there is no prana in the body will automatically fall. And you leave into that divine thought that you have been contemplating on. So it was voluntary leaving of the bodies of the Rajarshis, of Ikshvakus and other great ancestors of Bharat. And yes, I took so much of a diversion, only for all of us to know how great were our ancestors. That, and today, unfortunate, that is called Kalikalam. What do we do? But today, all our elderly people live because of disease, because of dysfunctioning bodies. Instead of voluntarily leaving the body, like our Rajarshis, Raghuvamshiyas have done. Raghuvamshi, we have some last name, Raghuvamshi. So Raghuvamshis were such. And so, why did I say all of this? That through samadhi, which comes through dhyana, which comes through pratyahara, which comes through pranayama, with strong asanas, that sequence is essentially to leave this body. One, at least to leave the consciousness of the body, that there is any pain in it, or that it is suffering. No, forget. No pain, no suffering. I don't care. I mean, I don't even know it, because my consciousness, my thought is on something else divine, beyond this body, beyond this world. And hence, none of these body's pains, etc., affect me or suffer me. And one instance of it is here, Bharata falling down, for example, because he's so much lost into that thought of how that night was when Lakshmana was worrying, when Guha and Lakshmana were talking, looking at Rama, and all that Lakshmana has contemplated. Bharata's mind is already gone there, that the body lost breath for a moment and it fell off, is how to understand that situation. So, papata sahasa totraihi hyati viddha ivadvipaha tad avastham tu bharatam
तदवस्थं तु भरतं
shatrughnontarasthitah
शत्रुघ्नोऽन्तरस्थितः
parishvajya rodochaihi
परिष्वज्य रुरोधोश्चै
visanyah shokakarshitah.
विसंज्ञः शोककर्षितः.
So, thus tad avastham, stha, situated, where ava, down, situated down, that means fallen down. Tad avastham tu bharatam, that Bharata who was falling down, Shatrughnaha anantaram sthitaha, that Shatrughna who was just standing next to Bharata, parishvajya, he hugged Bharata, that means he held Bharata from falling down, because he was just next to him. He quickly wrapped his hands around Bharata so that he doesn't fall down. Uchchaihi ruroda, Bharata, Shatrughna started crying loudly, Hare! Bharata, bhaiya, what is happening to you? Hare! Like that he cried out loud. Visanyaha, lost his mind, meaning cried in loudly, shouted loudly, that he forgot who he is, forgot his formality, dignity, etc. is called Visanyaha, forgot his identity. Shoka karshitaha. And then seeing Bharata also fallen down like this, in worry, he has shouted loud like that. Tata sarva samapetuhu
ततः सर्वा समापेतु
mataro bharatasyataha
मातरो भरतश्रुताः
upavasa krishadina
उपवासकृशादीना
bharturvyasana karshitaha.
भर्तुः व्यसनकर्षिताः.
So tataha sarvaha, tataha bharatasya taha sarvaha mataraha samapetuhu. After, by listening to this loud cry of Shatrughna, mothers of Bharata, that means all the three mothers came, right? We saw mothers also came out along with Bharata and this whole army. So those three were in their tents, but when they heard Shatrughna crying out, shouting out loudly and crying, they all ran out and came nearby. Sama apetuhu, they all came nearby. Upavasa krishaha, they are all, of course, thinned down by not eating much. Upavasa krishaha, Dinaha, very sorrowful. Why are they so? Bhartuhu vyasana karshitaha. Afflicted, karshitaha, afflicted by vyasana, by the difficulties of bhartu, of having lost their lord, of their husband. Taschatam pat, 840. Okay, we'll stop here and continue from 7th shloka next time. Who can say the Shanti Mantra? Anitaji?
Yes. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve
सर्वे भवन्तु निरामयाः
Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschid Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.